Greetings, it is I, CCQ. I'm super excited because I did two written pieces today. Normally, I go back to some of my old material, and but today's material is interesting. I don't know what I'm going to name it. After I maybe read it out loud, then I may have a better understanding about what's really happening, right? So we're going to get started now. And this is a new piece. I just did it. And some of my processes with working with the soul's messages or galactic energies or source or my, anything. It could be anything. It could be my AKASHIC records, my body messages, any of that. So we're going to get started right now and we'll see what I'll name it. I have no freaking idea. So it's super fun. So we're going to start now. Predictive occurrence rattles the state of uncanny and nefarious energies and unrelated to the senses of what is real and known. Twisty trees, variations of energies, so strong that they take away the very sense of beingness of what is. Vortex unto portals of curiosity present alignment of awareness, of being in a state of here I am. Reaching further than before, we awaken to a new state of being. In this state of being, we acknowledge all beings on this home planet. We wake up. When we realize we are all part of the theater of this earthly school of thought. Now, what choices do you arrive to acclimate within the scramble of energies, known or unknown? There comes a time to reconcile and release. Energies known or unknown are in play, and now the energies suggest the sovereignty across the chasm of our solar systems. Varied energies embedded in the very thought of what is real. Receding as the riverbed surrenders to the darkest moment of planetary resets, to be reset from the higher realms of beings. It is a choice. Water, the essence of pure elixir of source energy as a means of clarity of thought. Within this realm of water to light, we each and all acclimate within our own central nervous system. The water, the air, the elementals, and the great creator is present within each one of you. Set aside your rumblings of this or that and situate yourself in the freedom of being. Like the river, eventually that water will flow easily and serendipitously. Moments such as this arrives to a new way of being. This is you in all your beauty and magnificence, and so it is. What do you do when you feel free? How liberating it can be, indeed. Right. I was really kind of inspired by the show The Simpsons. I think there's so much precognition or maybe awareness. Sometimes we're looking at The Simpsons. These are like cartoons, but they're kind of illuminating different states of consciousness, and they're kind of highly precognitive. And I absolutely look at some of these states of consciousness with with Bart Simpson. I mean, it's just crazy. But that was kind of my inspiration today. And I just kind of realized that, hey, I think I'm going to do something with The Simpsons, And so this right here was really showing me from these cartoons and from these different states of awareness and the beautiful words and phrases and imagery they had. All of that is showing up. So today has been fun. I've been really enjoying taking some time to actually just set aside other things and then start having more states of being, just simply being. And sometimes I want to do other videos, I want to do other things, but today was a great day for two different unique pieces that were coming through. And the more that we look at some of these pieces, you could say it's from The Simpsons, or you could say it's just a state of here I am, here I am, right? So the more that we kind of engage with these beautiful states of awareness is that we start noticing that the more that we can write or do art or do paintings or any kind of creative pursuit, or musicians, or any kind of the instruments, anything that you're thinking of is actually helping with this planetary school by bringing in higher levels of frequency. And so now I think some people think, well, God, it's really bad now. But I think that everything is kind of happening in a more serendipitously way. The more that we go in and go into these higher realms or looking at different states of being, is that we start noticing that things are lightening up. Okay, it's getting a little bit lighter than it had been before. And so I think a lot of us have been like, oh God, it's been kind of heavy. It's been heavy, baby, heavy. But then we start noticing the more that we can kind of lean into and just kind of listen to that still small voice within, and just in knowing that some things are receding from our consciousness and we don't need to ever do it anymore. So a lot of these energies that are receding are releasing and going into other star systems. And so when we look at these different galaxies and star systems and this or that, you just know that everything is receding and it's lifting up and out through this beautiful planetary school. And it could be reset with a different state of consciousness. I have no clue about any of that. But I'm just really, kind of looking at this and going, the receding energies, things are moving off, and new things will be coming, that are becoming through. And it'll be lighter than it had been before. Certainly we have all this astrological stuff going on, and also with some of the things that we're looking at or reading, or just, kind of just like looking around, But all of this energy is working for us. So the more that you think, well, I feel tired, I feel like I'm down and low, but that's okay, because that's part of that upgrade. You're getting these upgrades, you're getting more downloads. And like today I had 2 downloads, right? And so all of this energy is here to help and support boots on the ground, the earthly school. So each one of us is here with this beautiful state of consciousness. I really love and adore writing. And sometimes I really want to write, but then I'm like, I want to do other stuff. But today was a day where I had an experience to just listen to that still small voice, and then it would be maybe 3 or 4 words, and then I'd pause, and then all of a sudden I'd go back to the keyboard, and there were maybe 4 or 5 other words that came through. So everything for me works kind of in a really amazing way, that I don't have to do too much to kind of figure out what words or what the theory is or what's happening with cosmology. All this stuff is just freaking wide open. So we'll see you soon, and namaste.